Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome. Hey everyone, this here is Techie, Mr. Techie. It's good to be here. It's good to be back on a stream. It's been quite a while. What has it been? It's been about a week, I think, since the last stream, and yeah, a lot of people were asking lots of questions, and when's the next stream coming up? And I got some questions about various things, and then obviously a few days ago I put an announcement on the Discord server saying I am following in the footsteps of Justin Sun and making an announcement about an announcement. I will be posting a message soon. Yeah, the announcement for the announcement. There was going to be one announcement, and then something fell through. And then there was going to be another announcement, and then even stuff for that fell through, and I was like, man, can I go and catch a break? So what's happening? What's happening? The title of the video says the crypto challenge and the future. I'm not going to predict the future. It could have been very easy for me to make a troll video, say the crypto challenge and the future, the time has come. And then we start TAing Bitcoin, because technically technical analysis is all about the future and what coin's going to do. But no. And I see that a lot of people right now are mentioning a lot of stuff in various places, about guessing what it's all about, etc. As you guys can tell, I have been a little bit away recently, I guess is the right thing to say. I have been away. I haven't physically been away. I haven't gone anywhere. I've been sat on the same seat in front of the same screen, doing the same shit for the last few days. But I haven't been spending as much time on the server, and I haven't really done any streams or anything related to that. And I've spent a lot of time thinking and planning recently. And essentially, I mean, yeah, it's it's a little bit crazy, but the challenge as it is right now has been going on for just over 2 months, and we have had 2 months of bear, sideways, and most recently, I'm not going to say unpredictable, but I'm going to say very interesting movements, as it would be. And personally, for myself, I have been looking for ways in which to go through and revitalize, I think maybe is the correct word, revitalize the challenge, and to bring it back in a way that would fulfill its original plan, fulfill its original aim, fulfill its original destiny? Maybe not destiny, I don't know. You can think of any other word to throw in there. Pick up a thesaurus and flick through. And a lot of hard thought has gone into the challenge and where it has been and where it's going. And essentially, this is the conclusion of my thoughts. No, hold on. I did say it's going to be quick, but maybe not painless. And the fact is that right now, as things stand, I will not be continuing the challenge. I will not be continuing the challenge for lots of reasons. I can go through and I can talk about the basic, the kind of summary reasons for you guys if you so wish. Essentially, it comes down to the fact of the 10 original traders that we had planned, a few of them never even appeared, a few of them appeared and then disappeared, and a few others came in a little bit late, etc. But yeah, the 10 original traders, I think out of the 10 original, there's only 2, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 3. And that essentially then flipped the tables and ended up putting a lot more or I guess I put a lot more pressure on myself to fill in those gaps and to fulfill or to fill the roles that other people were due to be in for. And if you hear a sound in the background, that's the cat trying to be super cute and distracting. I'll just ignore him, he'll go away after a while. So, obviously, the plan was 10 people, okay? Different traders, each person has a different background, each person has a different essentially area of expertise, different levels of knowledge, different degrees of understanding, different ways of looking at things, and it ended up kind of really flowing into focusing on me and what I'm doing. And that kind of moved away quite a lot from the original purpose. The majority of traders around, not just within the challenge, but in general, the majority of traders who have ever been in public, a lot of them right now are, well, you don't see them. You don't know where they are. A lot of people are less visible right now because of the state of the market. And when the market is in such a way, it becomes really difficult to predict with any level of accuracy where things could go. At best, a decent trader can hope to be accurate right now about 30 to 40% of the time. I'm not talking about on a short time frame, I'm talking about overall, in general. And the more accurate people are spending more time away. They're not looking at things every so often because they know that from hour to hour, it's just crazy. From, half a day to half a day, anything could happen. Even from day to day. You could predict something, you could see every single sign and signal and everything that there's a 90% chance is going to happen. And it doesn't do the other 10% chance. It doesn't go the other way. It just continues and you're like, well, just like at least do something, do one or the other, you're just doing nothing. So the cat got fed up and left. So a lot of traders right now, they're not online. They're not even really looking at charts. They check out the charts once every couple of days, maybe put in a trade here and then walk away, put in a trade there. A lot of people are taking this time to relax, spend time with their families. Some others are spending the time to learn new skills, etc., do everything. And I know a lot of you guys were hopefully looking forward to learning all the new skills and everything here. But it comes down to who's going to teach. And personally for me, I wasn't really feeling in the best state of being in order to teach and pass on some knowledge to you guys. I am of the type whereby if you have knowledge, then you should be able to apply it so that then it can stick in your brain. Because you read something today, but unless you do it, you may not remember it for much longer, and then you would have forgotten it by the time it comes around to using it. So I don't like to just kind of, you could just kind of splurt out a million lessons about everything and anything. And yeah, I could teach you guys all about how to, how to look at hidden divergences and how to look at reversal chart patterns and how to look at, the bilateral patterns or how to look at whatever it is. And then you could go out there and you could start to apply it to Bitcoin or to another coin, and then it's not following. And then you're going to be even more confused because you're going to be like, but I have it here on paper and Techie said this and it's just not doing that. What the hell's going on? And then that then becomes a massive issue. And I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into those kind of things. I did say I was going to introduce you guys to BitMEX or leverage trading via BitMEX. And I said that at a time when I had worked out a good strategy, a good safe strategy for people to follow, okay, for people to at least look into. And then literally a couple of days later, my strategy became absolutely insane. It's like it just doesn't apply anymore. and Bitcoin has changed the way in which it's moving. And then I have to rethink, go back through and reapply yet again another new strategy. And then by the time I finished off that strategy, it changed yet again and started doing something completely different. And I was like, man. And it's essentially come down to the degree whereby I am no longer doing TA. I am no longer doing technical analysis. Okay? And out of all of my trades over the last week, approximately 90% of them have been gut trades. I'll be sitting here, looking at the chart, and my gut will tell me techie short, and I will, or techie long, and I will. And out of those gut trades, 70% of them are accurate, and 70% of them are profitable, and 30% of them are not profitable. That percentage changes. If I've had pizza during the last 24 hours, that number goes up to 90% accuracy rather than just 70% accuracy. So, how can I explain to you guys gut trading? I really thought hard. How can I explain what I am seeing that's making me be able to at least get in a few successful trades or not? And I thought, okay, maybe I just go on a massive pizza diet and, it's kind of, It's really interesting. It's like, what do I do? Like, everybody order your pizza. Does everyone have their first slice? Okay, now everyone take one bite and look at the chart. Do you feel anything? No. Take a second bite. I was like, nah, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm doing this full time. I am trading full time. I made the transition to trading full time in January, New Year's Eve. And for me personally, it's not really sustainable right now. What do you mean by sustainable? Well, I chose it as a source of income. I chose it as my only source of income. And it's not really profitable. As in, it is profitable, but it's not profitable to the degree whereby I feel the confidence and sense of security of doing this full time versus the hourly / stress reward. Okay? Everything has a weight. You could make $1 million in 1 year, but if you are literally suicidal every single day because, I don't know, whatever it is, because of the job, then that's, is it worth it? Or would you rather make less but have a more peaceful life? And this is all leading up to the main points, don't worry. So, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of kind of stress and expectations, I guess I should say. And I made some promises. And that's another reason why I'm kind of reevaluating the challenge. Because I made promises to you guys. And right now, I don't feel like I can keep those promises. And I don't want to keep stringing people along and getting people excited and having people kind of, having people waiting for something when I am not in the right state or mood or whatever it may be to deliver that. So that's why essentially I'm cutting this expectation. I'm cutting this degree, okay? I'm cutting the reliance. I'm cutting a lot of the stuff to release myself so that then I don't have all of these stresses. I don't have all of this stuff. As much as I absolutely love and appreciate all the messages of support that come from you guys, there's probably about as much equal shit that comes. And we've got someone here. Someone here who has never actually even been here before. Hello, Robert. Yes, calling you out. This here is really interesting. I don't know whether you guys want to go and have a look right now on the YouTube chat, but there's someone there called Robert Perrieri, whatever it is, okay? Seems cowardly. Quit after you drove people into losing a bunch of money. Thank you. Thank you very much. People that followed his moves, took his advice, etc. I'm glad I wasn't one of them. Are you listening? I made promises. I can't keep those promises. Robert, thank you. I hope one day you grow up. I hope one day, genuinely, I hope one day you come to some realization and you start to see life differently. I really genuinely hope that you change your approach, you change your perception of things. Okay? Because I feel sorry. I genuinely feel sorry. I feel sorry for people who see the stuff in this way. Okay? Because, yeah, it's ridiculous. I get stuff like that, guys, just in case you were wondering. I get stuff like that every day. Okay? In DMs, whether people sending it to the challenge email address, whether people doing whatever it is, comments on the videos, comments on wherever it is. I'm just like, is it worth it? Is it worth it for me to come through and do this, plus the stresses of the market and having to deal with people like Robert? Okay? Is it worth it for me? And that's essentially the question. Is it worth it for me? And that's the question that I've had smashing through my head the last few weeks. Is it worth it for me? Is it worth it for me? At the end of the day, I'm doing this for you guys, but for me, at least, there has to be something. Okay? So, yeah, this is one of the things. And essentially I came to the decision that no, all of the stress and having to deal with all this shit, it's not worth it. I'm sorry, as much as I said to you guys, I love bringing you stuff, etc. With the stress of the challenge, no, it's not worth it for me. So what's actually going to happen? Well, there aren't going to be any more streams. Okay? And let me just do this quickly, just for the sake of it. We go to report. Yeah, I'll just mute him. I wonder how much you made by pumping those shit coins in the beginning, WTC and ICX. Okay. I will address this one last time. I really don't want to. Robert, this here is for you guys. The rest of you, I'm sorry, I'm going to take 60 seconds to address Robert. Okay? Literally, I'm going to take 60 seconds right now to address Robert. I'm waiting. Ready, set, go. Robert, if you even followed the challenge right from the beginning, you would have seen that the decision to buy those coins was a team effort. There was no way that we could have pumped those coins. Even if everybody who was following the challenge at the time, which I believe was about 100, 150 people, bought in at exactly the same time, at exactly the same price as we did, even though we were strongly advising against it, it wouldn't have barely moved the coins because we would have only had approximately $200,000, which across all of those coins, which we didn't even spend all the money on, wouldn't have really gone anywhere. Okay, that's the first thing. So we didn't pump the coins, and the coins did not move at all. So get rid of that damn accusation, get off your damn high horse and fuck off, please. Okay? Secondly, Walton, we sold in profit. Okay, our first batch of Walton wasn't so profitable, second batch, third batch were fine. Okay, ICX went down by 50%. I didn't know anything about the coin. I don't care for the coin. I have nothing interested in the coin. The people in the challenge who did know about the coin, they left after the first week, never to be heard from again, so I don't know. Don't ask me about ICX. Now please, fuck off and leave me alone. Did it in less than a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. Right. So, this here is essentially what's going to happen. There's going to be no more streams from the challenge. Okay? There aren't going to be any more challenge streams. And the challenge server will remain. And I'm going to leave it up to you guys whether we close the invitations or whether we leave the invitations to the server open. Okay? I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I'm going to put a vote, yes or no. And this is what's going to happen with the server. If anybody wants to stream a lesson, whether it's a voice session or it is a video session send me a message and I'll give you the permissions to be able to put to post in the, where is it, stream voice alert room. That way then you can tag everybody and you can do a streaming session, or you can do a voice session, and you can pass on knowledge that you have learned. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, there's going to be some people within the server who I'm going to move up to a higher level. Okay, essentially moderators, as they would be on other servers. And these people will help to maintain the rules within the server. Okay? If somebody does come to me right now and say, Techie, I'm willing to take over the whole challenge and continue it, then I may consider giving them access to the YouTube account, and then they can go through and they can do streams via there. Robert, you're not posting jack shit. Put the user in timeout. Now, what does this mean? This server is going to remain. You guys are all here. You're welcome to continue with the stuff. What am I going to go and do? Well, I'm going to be taking a bit of time. Okay, I'm going to be going through and doing some stuff. But I will continue with lessons. I will continue with lessons on various things, on various points. I will continue with lessons on various strategies. But they're going to be sporadic. They're not going to be planned. They're not really going to be that structured. Okay? And where will they be done? Well, I'm going to start a new channel. Okay? I'm going to start a new channel because, as I said, the challenge is ending and I'm putting in a hell of a lot of effort into this stuff, and essentially I'm just going to do it under my own channel, under my own name, so there's no crazy accusations, there's no insane associations, there's no rubbish, whatever it is. Okay? And these here will just be kind of techie lessons or whatever it may be. Alright? Other than that, when I do come to do those things, I will put them in the stream/voice alerts, or maybe in lessons and notes. I will put the announcements in there of when I will potentially do those things. But essentially, it will allow me to operate in a way whereby there is no pressure. If I do something, I do something. If I don't do something, I don't do something. There's no expectation. Okay? There's no stresses. There's none of these crazy stuff. And it's essentially just me still giving some lessons as and when I can. So, again, what's going to happen? If somebody wants to give a lesson, you send me a message. I give you permission to the announcement rooms, and you can go in and you can make the announcements, and you can do your stream on your own channel, or you can do voice sessions or whatever you wish. If somebody does want to do more in-depth lessons or a series of lessons, etc., you're welcome to do that. You guys are all welcome to continue the discussions. I will be online a little bit more to take part in some of the discussions and to give my opinion on some stuff. And I'm going to give it up to a vote to you guys whether we lock the server down, as in the people who are in there are the people who shall remain in there, or if we keep it open to other people to join. But yeah, that's it. Essentially, yeah, as Damilon says, right now I got to take care of myself first. Okay, because I've already mentioned in the video, I'm not going to keep on mentioning things over and over again, but that's what's going to have to happen. Okay, can I end this in a song? Well, I will play some music afterwards. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions, now is the time to do it before this stream ends up being another short stream that was meant to be a short stream but ends up being a long stream because of whatever it may be. I'm just going to go through right now. I was reading the messages as I was streaming, but I just didn't read them out really loud, like read them out loud. I was reading them as I was talking. So I do appreciate all of your messages, guys. Slay Mark, emotional Titanic flute. No. No. Maybe not quite that. But yeah, I mean, yeah. This will be as I said, the last stream on here, and there will be some other streams, but it will be done on a different channel. And despite, you know, a lot of the craziness and stuff that's going on, I do still enjoy passing along knowledge that I have learned. The majority of stuff in trading, I learned through free resources, and I showed you guys online, and that's why I believe in passing along knowledge and sharing information and doing stuff. And I will continue to always do that. It's always been in my nature to do that in some way, form or another. It's just doing the challenge with the with what we had, I guess, is what kind of caused a few issues. And so this is essentially just getting away from that and moving on to something else, and we will see. And yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe we will see later on how, or if somebody else wants to do a challenge, or maybe we, you know, you guys open up publicly posting, you know, what your portfolio, how it's been growing, etc., with information that you've learned from wherever resources, and so be it. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, and I think a few people were asking about Lord of the Rings. Yep, there's a YouTube channel set up dedicated for the Lord of the Rings, ready to go. Again, it's just been a case of finding the time, because I think it's going to take an hour and a half to read the first chapter. Finding the time, the slot of time, whereby, you know, I kind of feel chilled out enough and relaxed enough to sit down and read a book that I've never read before. Yes, I haven't read Lord of the Rings before, and the only one time that I've probably watched Lord of the Rings, I was maybe potentially either extremely tired or under the influence of something. I don't know what it was. But yeah, I don't really remember it that much. Do you use a cryptocurrency tracker app or desktop version? I don't. I use, what do I use? There's various applications on the phone. To be frank, it's just for tracking your portfolio, I only use the Google Sheet, because it's just the best thing. For me, for the information that I want to track, it's great. Some people also want to track it in some other ways, and that's okay. Maybe someone else can give a recommendation of what they do. Thank you all guys for all of the messages of support. As I said, I'm not disappearing completely. I'm still here. You know, I'm not going to disappear completely. It's just that the challenge is going to come to an end. 2 months of bear or sideways market. You know, quite difficult. And you know, let's see what the future holds. Let's see what the future will bring. And yeah, and we can see then, and we can start to plan things. And for anybody out there who just wants to do shit or whatever it is, please go and find your bridge. I know you're probably lost. Go and find your bridge, Mr. Troll, and just hide back underneath there. You know, and that's it. But yeah, for now, this is how things will continue. And yeah, and then we'll see what happens. We will see what happens here. But I don't want to keep on making promises and then keeping you guys in the kind of waiting and holding on and everything. So yeah, that's it, I guess. That's it. I don't see any questions. I don't see any questions anyway. We are pushed into disliking weed. Fisher said, when will that be ready? I'm sorry, Fisher. I missed when you were asking that. What was that regards to? Yeah, guys, and of course, you know, like, I've had an amazing team around me for the time that we survived. We had Crypto Romeo, who always did the amazing introductions. We had Damilon, who always came in with the great points of view, who would yeah, quite often really give you the opposite point of view from what I am, and I really, really do appreciate that. That's one of the things that I wanted, was that you guys always see one side and the other, in a sense. We had Jeff, who was always there as backup, bringing in, you know, his great opinions and great views on certain stuff. We had Grizz as well, who was there quite often for the comedic value. No, it's a bit harsh to say that, but quite often bringing in a lighter side to a lot of things, which was very good. And he's always going out and doing some new interesting trades here and there. I really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed working with them. You know, and yeah, that's you know, being here doing the streams with you guys and everything was absolutely amazing. And it's a shame that we got hit with such a market. And, you know, was the target realistic? Yes, the target was realistic. How do I know the target was realistic? Because during the months of November and December, I was making more than that as a percentage. And yeah, we were in a bull run. I'm counting for the bull run. I was making more than that as a percentage when I barely, you know, was doing anything. And so when you start to apply the more knowledge and you start to apply more things, you guys know. Look at any of the coins these days. You choose the right few coins, you can easily make 20% in a few days, and that's your gains for the week. So anyone who doubts that the challenge, that the target was achievable, go back and do the maths. Just go and do the maths, and you can work out. For a lot of people, they don't believe that the target is achievable, because every time they make some money, they withdraw some, and then they go spending it on their rent, and they go do this and that and blah blah blah. And they FOMO into all of the craziest stuff. You know, and that's what kills your money. So yeah, Techie, when the bull market returns, will you restart the challenge? Nope. I will not be restarting the challenge. I do apologize for that. Alex said, maybe we could reform this into a supportive, positive community. There are people here are great. There are rules in place for a good start. We could share information and get some honest criticism. Roles for those who have more experience. We all try to contribute whatever we can. At least I can Photoshop things for now until I'm more confident with crypto-related stuff. Yeah, as I said, the server is going to stay. The server is going to stay. The server will remain. The rules will be enforced. And you know, you guys will be encouraged gently, as well as sometimes quite harshly, to go through and to share your information and the stuff that you've learned, to share your knowledge. And as I said, if anyone wants to give a lesson or anything, you let me know. I'll give you permission to put it in the announcement rooms, and you choose a time. You can either do it by voice, or you can do it on your own YouTube channel or Twitch channel or whatever you want, but you gotta send me a message first. And yeah, and we will go through and we will do it like that. And obviously then, if some people are coming through more experienced, etc., they'll be given a different role. We got to see how that will work out, though. I don't know what role will be. But yeah, we will have to see, because yeah, the community is amazing. You know, the server is great. The server is amazing. And I'm going to open up a suggestions room so that people can suggest things in there. I know sometimes in the market chat room, it can get quite hectic. You know, you could end up, there could end up being 30, 40 messages by the time you wake up. And, you know, and then you kind of look and you're like, oh my God, I can't follow this. So yeah, just we'll have to do something to try and clear everything out. And yeah, and then we'll see. But when the bull run starts, we'll have to see what I'm up to at the time, and then we can see whether or not, or how we go about doing things. And that's it, I guess. It's the end of the last stream. It's feels quite strange. And Gang the Tank saying, you have no idea what you've meant for me, even though it might not feel like it. It did inspire a lot and have been a voice of reason more than once. Keeping the Discord is a good idea, but do keep it private, please. I hope you'll keep the lessons, or at least some streams, away from the target. I've said you have to take care of yourself a lot, and I really hope we can just exist as a positive community. I have no idea what's being said in voice. Just read lots of comment. I'm getting an idea of what's being said. Jerome, thank you, man. You know, right from day one, I remember Jerome sending me messages, and we've spoken quite a lot at times. We've discussed a lot of things. A lot of you guys in here, you know how much we have DM'd and we have discussed things and we have spoken about things, and and I will always remain. I will always remain here. If anyone wants to send me a message or ask something or discuss something, but I also encourage you to ask and discuss in the rooms in the server. You know, let's get more people involved, and then we can see how we can see how it can go. All right, guys. Thank you very much for all of the messages of support, everyone here. Seriously, I really, really, really appreciate it. Mahyar Najimi is saying new channel be available. No, it's not a new Discord channel. There won't be a new Discord channel. I'm not making a new Discord channel. God forbid. Oh, it's the last thing I want. It's absolutely insane. I currently have 14 Discord servers that I'm a member of, and that's after trimming down a lot of them. I had to go through my list recently. Wait, is it 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, 14 servers. I think it was about 25 the other day, and I just had to cut out a lot of them. So yeah. All right, guys. That's it. Last stream. Last word. Somebody asked me to sing. I don't know what to sing. So instead, I'm just going to give you guys a track. So here you go. Take care. Ciao.